Dun 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 dun. Alright, what's up everybody? We are in my nether tunnel. Woo! YamaLama has finally helped create the nether hub, and I think I'm going to be touching it up as well. So here's a nether hub. I'll show you guys. That's the way to the muffins in place where it's kind of getting going. I think that's mongoose over there. And we have turnip. That's still to muffins. I think they just need to seal that. That one's to Jasmine's place. A couple other people. But yeah. So that's another hub. And what I've been doing is I took the time to clear out this entire area, fill it with a light stone, and what I want to do is I'm going to make a pulse of light come towards the person as they're running. So it's like going at warp speed kind of thing as they run through this. Originally I want to do ice on here so that people can run really fast, but two things made me not do that. One of them was the fact that light made the ice go away, like it'll disappear, and also I couldn't put trapdoors on these glass panes, which was the other thing I wanted to do. So I just decided I'll do the glass like this, and that way people can see the light show coming over to them. Okay, so first thing we need to do is I want to have a central pulse controlling everything, but I don't know if I can actually do that. I'd rather have one clock doing everything, basically sending the pulse out. But I might actually have to just make 4 separate clocks, which might lag the server a bit, so I have to be very careful about this. Very, very careful. Alright, let's do the upper one first, because the upper one is easier to do. So, here we go. And I think I still need to clear out some space above here as well. Yep. Wow, we still have some more. Okay, there you go. I didn't know exactly how far the tunnel was going to extend, and I just wrapped it up to, the other day. So that's why I'm like that here. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Hopefully my tunnel is not going to get in the way of somebody else's tunnel, because it's actually quite large. But I think we're spacing out the stuff, and the server's not that big anyways. I don't think it's ever going to be that super huge. So it should be okay. And I will need blocks for this. Okay, so how this part's gonna work. Well, look at all those zombie pigments staring at me. I don't think I even need these ones. I can collect these back. Yep, hold on to those ones. Okay, so we're gonna have a clock here, and it's gonna send a pulse across. I think what I'm gonna do is simply have a powered source here for now. So this will be our power source, and I believe if I power it like that, it will light up nothing. No, it lights up the one that is underneath. Oh, in fact, I don't even need this one. Okay, so that lights up 3. So maybe we won't put it on this one, but rather we'll move it over here. And that way we can send... It's not going to be a perfect wave, and I'm fine with that. So that will power 1. That will power those 3. And then I can do... Well, let's see. If I do it like that... So I'll do those guys. And we'll skip one. Well, maybe we'll have to do a pulse this way as well, and then have it skip every other one, like so. It's going to take a lot of repeaters to do this. Okay, so kind of semi-figured how I was going to light this, and I don't know if I want all the lighting to occur either. Oh, wait, I remember how I was going to do this. I think I remember how I was going to do this. So Muffin's online. He is digging up his hole in the ground, I think. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Will this power things? No. Darn. Okay, that was only power the one underneath it. Because I think I had an idea of using that. Alright, well, that doesn't seem to work out. So we're gonna I tested all this beforehand, and yeah, I think we're just gonna go with this way. Is that how we're gonna do it? I don't even remember anymore. We'll make a quick little clock over here just to see what it looks like, I suppose. Do it like this. How should we do this clock? I want to make a clock that kind of goes around town. Okay, so we'll have that. Make it a nice long-ish clock. And then we can put the power source over here, toggle that on, and then we'll have to pop it off, don't we? Alright, so that's going nice and slow. Could probably be slower than that. We might have to make a longer clock than that, but that will do that. See what that looks like underneath the ground, or inside the tunnel. All these pigments, they all want to party. Okay, interesting. If we put a block there, that will stop the little connection, and we might just have a staggered light show as well. That's always an option, I think. So let's try that right now. I got a lot of netherrack, so I don't mind using that either. The problem with that is the netherrack will only power the one underneath it, I think. Yeah. we won't get one with that one. Okay, so I'm going to fiddle around with this one, and I'll come back when I get this top portion done, and we'll take a look what it does look like. Alright, you guys ready to see it? Here we go. Oh, look at that light show. That's looking pretty good. And I had extended the timing a little bit so that the light will restart briefly after this one disappears. So it's coming right at you. So I got the top done, and I'll show that to you guys. And I also got a little bit head start on the side over here as well. You can take a look. Got the timing down for that one as well. So it kind of works out a little bit. I'm going to see how well I can do it. But here's what I ended up doing. Basically, I got the long ass timer here, and I just drew a line of redstone across every part, and that will light up every section for it. So for example, if I took away this lightstone and that lightstone, well, you guys will see it. Let's just take away this. So if I took out this line, you can see that, oh actually wait, maybe we can save redstone. Hey guys, I just learned something really cool. Huh. Well, I do need to keep this one. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is cool. So let's take away that one and these two. Let's see what happens. Because this one will light that, and that one will light that, and this one will light that one. Okay, cool. So we can skip some. But okay, for example, if I took this away, right? You can see that this one doesn't get lit. I'll watch it one more time. Doesn't get lit. So I have to have that one over there, so it will light it backwards. But yeah, I can collect back my redstone. I can save some redstone because this is pretty much all I got on me. And this area here is going to use a lot of redstone, as you can see with all these repeaters. Basically, I've been counting how many ticks. I'm using 2 ticks here for each section. That gives us a nice continuous light all the way across that doesn't blink off. If I go the full extension, it will blink off. So this is a 2 tick. The first one gets lit up immediately by the clock because of this line. So this one basically has 0 delay. And then I added up these 2 to become a 2 tick. That one is also lit up by the same pulse, I believe, right? It might not be anymore, so we might have to be careful with that. No, it is, right? Oh no, it gets lit up by the next pulse. So I might have to make a little bit of adjustments, but basically using repeaters in this kind of way, I can mimic the timing as up there. I just have to adjust all the timing here all the way across for this part and for the bottom part, and then we'll be fine. I think actually I don't even need to draw this line across on top because I can hit 3 blocks at a time with each of these repeaters, so I might have to tweak it a little bit, try to find my way to economize and save myself some redstone dust. And then after I'm done this, the bottom part is actually going to be really easy because how do I get to the bottom? How do we get to the bottom of this? I already sealed off my entrance over there. We'll make a new entrance. Screw it. Alright, here we go. So the bottom part over here is going to be pretty easy too, because all I need is redstone torches, and I can have the repeaters hitting the block, and the block will be like the redstone dust, and then we'll have the repeater there. I might actually have to, since the repeater is going to cause them to blink, I might have to do like another layer below this. Actually, wait, maybe no. Yeah, we'll probably have to use redstone torches, and I might have to go down a block so that they're inverted torches, but I'll figure that out. I'm going to get the sides done, both sides done first, and then I might actually have to go and get some materials. Looking pretty good. I might have to go get some materials, and then we'll come back and we'll finish off the bottom, and then we'll get a nice view of how it looks to walk through this tunnel. Yeah. I also forgot to show you guys that this area beyond the tunnel goes to another portal, and this takes us to the stronghold. And this little area that I haven't quite finished yet leads back up to Jazz's portal. And so our portal will be eventually linked. Her tunnel is relatively short too. I might build her tunnel for her, and I'll probably build it something similar to what I had in my single player hardcore world with the rails and the blocks and stuff like that, so it'll match with this as well, all this stone brick kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to work, guys, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, check it out. Here it is. Boom. I think some of the lights forgot to update themselves. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes we get a little bit of lag like that. But that's the light. Got the sides done, and I'm going to get the bottom done. Made a few adjustments. I'll show you guys what I did. First big adjustment is I shortened all the repeaters, so they're all just 1 tick or half tick, whatever it is that repeaters have. And what that did was that it made it really easy for me to time the sides and match it, and it's basically the same repeat pattern over and over again, where I just put a 1.5 tick there, and then yeah, just made it a lot easier to match it on the sides. That way I don't have to do too complicated math. And the other thing I did was, because I shortened this, I didn't have to have a super long clock anymore. And the problem with having the short tick here was that they will stay on too long, and so I put this pulse shortener piston thing so that it will just send the signal through really short. And I have this full delay repeater here because I have another path of redstone going all the way down and hits a repeater, so that slows it a little bit, and it hits all these repeaters as well on the bottom side, and that's just to get it so that the bottom and the other sides all match in together, because I couldn't think of any other way to do it. Oh, that's not how I get out of here. So I'll show you guys. The bottom here is kind of timed now with the sides a little bit. Yeah, like that. So we're going to finish off the bottom here, and then I'm going to have to close off this area, and this area also needs to be finished as well. So I'll show you guys what I did here in the bottom. The bottom's really complicated. I ended up just doing a double invert, and that's the only way I can think of it. It uses a lot of resources, but whatever. I got to put repeaters on every single one of these parts. Overall, it was pretty fun, and I have to think about the clocks because I have the clock running, and I don't know if it will always be running because this is not an area that is always rendered. So there's two ways that clocks can fail you. One is if they stay on too long, or they stay on and they stay on forever because it all fires at once for whatever reason. And the pulse shortener that I have with the piston, that fixes the issue because it will create that clock effect again. So even if it's all on, the piston will fire off and it will create a little short delay which will restart the clock, and every time it goes through it will again hit the clock. So then that would be no problem. The other problem that I could have is if everything goes off. If the entire clock just does not fire because there was nobody there and it just decided to load in a weird way. And I have a fix for it, but I haven't implemented it yet because I don't know if it's necessary, because especially with the upcoming redstone update for Minecraft, the supposed update that we're gonna get. So I don't really know if I need to do it because they might just resolve the issue. But basically what I do have is a clock, another clock basically, and the clock feeds off of the first clock. So if the first clock is not working, then the second clock won't work. Oh, good, we're all done now. Excellent. Good thing I made a second stack of repeaters. Alright, hopefully this timing thing here all works out perfectly. Anyways, let's take a look. Take a look outside. So yeah, it basically is two clocks and a constant on source of power that will eventually the on source of power will stay on always, but it won't connect back to the clock and restart the clock unless the clock fails. And I use that with locking repeaters, so that looks pretty good. That's the end result. Want to see? And yeah, so that's the end result for this, guys. Nice little light tunnel running at you. I'm quite happy it's nice and short tunnel. I was quite happy that it was a short tunnel, because if it was longer we'll have to use way more resources, because each area is a ton of resources. Each extra bit of this is a lot of resources. Alright, we're going to seal this off and we're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name is MrScaryMuffin, and you've been watching us on the Block Paper Shears server. Wire all that up. Bam. Done. Now everything fires. Alright. One last look before we go. Bit of delay.